What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Smoothie, but of course, it is Tuesday, so that can only mean one thing. It's time for another Reviews Day Tuesday.
Your boy Smoothie.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday. It's time for a Reviews Day Tuesday. Before we get into this review, I'm going to go ahead and smash that like button. If you enjoy these reviews that I've been doing, not only currently, but in the past. And let me know in the comments below if there's something you would like me to review. I do all types of movies. Do all types of content, not just limited to movies, but I do music reviews, book reviews, video game reviews. I'll review it if I can. So hit that like button, leave comments below. So today we are going to be looking at the 2018 release Day of the Dead Bloodline. This is a reimagining of the 1985 George A. Romero classic by the same title, Day of the Dead. And that's exactly what this is. This is a reimagining. It's not in any stretch of the imagination a remake. And I think people were expecting it to be more closer to a remake than what they presented, and that's why so far it's received less than favorable reviews online. I myself enjoyed it because I appreciate it for what it was and what they were presenting. I'm glad they didn't try and remake and screw up a classic. I'm glad they did what they did. They had elements and certain scenarios from the original, but they put their own spin on it, and it wasn't the worst. It wasn't as bad as the 2008 Day of the Dead remake that they made, or the 2005 Day of the Dead 2 Contagion. They were both subpar movies in my mind, but this actually held my attention long enough, and I enjoyed it for what it was. The acting wasn't spectacular, but the main character, played by Sophie Skelton, Zoe Parker, and also the military leader, captain, lieutenant, whatever he was, Miguel Salazar, played by Jeff Gum, and the super zombie, the Bub equivalent, if you will, Max, played by Jonathan Shechik. I butchered his name. Forgive me, Jonathan, if you're watching this. I think you did an alright job. No, you did a good job in this role. But it's, if you've seen the original Day of the Dead, you kind of know where it's going. You're set in the middle right from the get-go of action, non-stop action, zombies attacking people on the street. So you're put right into the middle of the outbreak of this virus. In this film, they call them rotters, and you see the rotters just causing havoc with over-the-top gore and blood, like splatters. Not what you would typically see from the original one. Sure, there was a lot of gore and blood, but it didn't splatter quite as much. I was trying to figure out how some of that was even possible, but I guess so. So it was a little over the top with that, and with the running zombies in this one. They're not like the original. They're not slow-moving zombies, which I prefer. So that kind of, I took that with a grain of salt as well. Like I said, I went into it with an open mind and hoping for something good, and I rented it from Redbox. So I'll probably be adding that to my collection in the future. And I actually had the disc with me. This is the second time I'm recording this video. Just a little FYI, the audio quality was horrible on the one from yesterday, and I don't know why. It sounds okay today, so let's hope it is. But the main character, Zoe Parker, we see her right in the beginning as well, in the midst of the chaos. We see her escaping from a window, and at that point you don't know what's going on, why she's creeping out of this window. Her blouse is undone, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. Was she in a party, and did something happen? Then it cuts back to 4 hours earlier, and we see why. She's a medical student at the university. I want to say this was in California. I'm not quite sure where it was set. I think that's right, but that's neither here nor there. So she's a medical student, and she's at a party. It's an end of the semester party that all the med students are having together, and that's when we see the initial zombie outbreak, because we introduced to some dead bodies early on. because they're working on cadavers, and sure enough, those cadavers show up later on. I had mentioned earlier the super zombie, if you will, the smart zombie, the character Max. He is a patient in life of Zoe's, and he has an obsession with her. He's quite the creeper. And so we see him, and we see him turn in the film, or we see him get attacked by the zombies, and we'll see him later on because he makes a reappearance later on in the movie. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but kind of spoiler alert, you see him again. But overall, then we skip ahead a few years. We see that things have settled down. We meet up with this community of people led by Miguel Salazar, the lieutenant of the army or whatever. He is in charge there, much like Captain Rhodes in the original one. He is a hard ass. He will turn the gun on you, innocent or not, if he feels that the community is being threatened, and more importantly, his safety is being threatened. So they're in a bunker, a secure bunker with these rotters on the outside, and Zoe must have found her way there, or was taken there because she had medical experience, and she works to try and figure out a vaccine for this virus to prevent it and to slow it down if somebody should fall ill. Unlike the original one, where they are in a bunker, an underground military base, it's strictly military with medical personnel. And we know that the doctors there are trying to domesticate, in the original one, the zombies to put them to use, to get something out of them. And in this one, we meet Max. Like I said, he still has recollections already and memories of, one, who Zoe is, and two, other human-like qualities, other living qualities. Parts of them are still alive. So that's really the interesting spin there. And we just see how this community tries to struggle and survive together while keeping their safety intact. And it's, like I said, overall it's a good movie. It's very action-packed. The acting could use a little work, but you have a cast of, at least to my knowledge, unknown actors, and for what it was, they did their best. I do think Sophia Skelton, who played Zoe, did a great job carrying, the lead of the movie, and she was very believable and very sincere. So check it out. I mean, there's not much more without giving you spoilers. I'll let you see for yourself, and hopefully you enjoy it. I enjoyed it for what it was. Then again, I'm a mark for cheesy movies, cheesy horror movies. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it much better than the earlier Day of the Dead remakes, or reimaginings, if you will. Sequels, one of them was touted as. So I don't know how George Romero would have felt about this one. But for what it was, it was good. It was well shot. Good effects. They didn't look cheap at all. Very believable. So I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10 if I'm giving it a rating. I don't typically rate this stuff, but because I thought of it, that's probably what I'd give it. But definitely worth a watch, and definitely something I'll be adding to my collection down the road. And I hope you check it out. And if you do check it out, let me know in the comments below what you thought of it, and how you think, or if you're familiar with the original Day of the Dead and your thoughts on that, and the two. Maybe I missed something. Maybe you saw something in the movie that's more of a tie or a correlation to the original. Just let me know in the comments below. But go check it out. Day of the Dead, Bloodline, released 2018. And that's going to do it for this Reviews Day Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm still working it out. I'm still trying to get more comfortable with doing the review aspect of it and keep my thoughts in order. So bear with me as we continue along this journey together. But that's going to do it for this edition. I want you to have a great rest of your evening. Take care. God bless. Stay smooth. And we will see you in the next review.